It's more than a week into South Africa's steel and engineering industry strike. Numsa down tools after rejecting a salary offer from employers. Talks between the workers' union and employers are set to continue. National Employers Association of South Africa, as Gerhard Papenfus joins us now to give us the latest on the wage talks. Gerhard, thank you so much for making time. What impact has this strike had on the industry so far?
There's perhaps two answers to that. The one is that if you look at it, the industry as a whole, throughout South Africa, big and small, companies affected, I'd say it's less than 5%. But in the areas where companies are indeed affected, the impact is huge. There are quite a number of companies that's come totally to a standstill, so it is severely impacting the industry, and I think it will is already and will even more impact the entire value chain.
Yeah. So is there an end in sight? Employers have made a revised offer of 6%. The unions have rejected that. What happens now? Are the negotiations still on? Is there space for employers to compromise and improve their offer?
The employers aren't on the same page. There are two main employer bodies in the industry. There is the Steel Industry Federation, SIFSA. They represent a number of large companies with big workforces. Then there is NIASA, the organization which I represent, which have more SMMEs in our ranks. We also have big businesses, but our approach to these negotiations differs entirely. We are not at all on the same page. So that complicates matters. I mean, when you say that Numsa has rejected SIFSA's offer, They've rejected SIFSA's offer 2 days ago. They've rejected our offer quite a number of days ago. And we had a bilateral with Numsa earlier this week. And, well, I think, in fact, on Friday. And it's a week ago. And we said we'll go back to get a new mandate. But our mandate has remained unchanged. I don't think, making a new offer now will in any way affect or bring about the end of the strike. So yeah, that's the issue. We're talking about two different approaches towards negotiations.
Yeah, and I suppose the longer it takes to clinch a deal, the impact is really going to be felt. Because I'm sure you'll agree that this prolonged industrial action threatens more job losses, and these are losses that we cannot afford with our already high unemployment rate.
Yeah, that is true, but I think it's more, there's two issues at stake here. The one is the wage, the other one is the ideology of collective bargaining. We, as NIASA, lays a huge emphasis of the right of a particular business, each and every business, to make a call on what they can afford to pay. It is not for businesses sitting in Gauteng and then make wage calls and extend it and force it down the throats of all businesses. Each and every business has its own unique circumstances. And one of the reasons for the joblessness in the industry is the fact that in the past, wage deals were simply enforced on all employers, big and small, a one-size-fits-all approach. That's wrong. We can't do that, and this is to a large extent the fight that we're in, where we say we need to free up this industry. So yes, it is costing the industry money, but any deal that is to be made will have to be sustainable in the long run and will cater for not reducing the employment force any further.